Hey, what's up? It's Chris here from Chris's Sci-Fi Reactions. Today we're back with another Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode. This is Season 2, Episode 7. It's called Lie to Me. I don't think there's much in the way to be said. I know I've been a few weeks if you're watching this on Patreon. Unfortunately, I've been very busy having to deal with YouTube as well on a number of copyright issues, which has been very frustrating. So that's one of them. Plus, I've had a study to do. So I don't think there's much more else. Last episode, I think, was possibly the best episode of the series. Maybe Angel beats that episode. Not quite sure. But it's certainly up there with that episode. I'd say there's not much more to talk about apart from that, and without further ado, let's just get straight on into this. Remember, you can access the full uncut and edited reaction on Patreon.
Okay.
No, thank you.
God, she is so
My
creepy.
mummy used to sing me to sleep at night. Run and catch. The lamb is caught in the blackberry patch. She had the sweetest voice. What will your mummy sing when they find your body?
I'm not
Jeez.
supposed to talk to people.
Oh. Well, I'm not a person, see? So that's just...
Run home.
Well done, Angel. God, shit. The way she spoke to that kid and all this, just so
My angel.
creepy.
Hello, Drusilla.
Do you remember the song Mummy used to sing me? Oh no, my pet. This is just the beginning.
So I'm guessing now we're sort of seeing the start of what's going to be the main story throughout this season.
It's a secret.
What kind of a secret?
The kind that's secret. You know, where I don't actually tell you what it is.
I think it's customary that when two people are going out of an evening that they both have an idea of where they're going.
Come on, where is your sense of adventure?
Well,
I hate
How will I
secrets.
know what to wear?
They annoy the
Do you
hell out
own
of me.
anything else?
we're not as such, no.
Rupert, you're gonna have to trust me.
All right. The profile is fairly unappetizing, but I still haven't got a bead on my...
She should
Here.
have said about...
We'll figure it out.
All right. Seem a little glum.
We're fine.
Why don't you take the night off?
Okay?
I swear if this
That'd
thing
be
starts
nice.
doing
You could spend some time with Angel.
I don't know. He might have other plans.
that. Obviously, there's been a lot going on about Joss Whedon.
It seems like Louis XVI was just sort of a
Lately?
new king.
That's fair enough. Any other impressions?
I just don't see why everyone's always picking on Marie Antoinette. I can so relate to her.
Oh, what
She worked really hard to look that good.
Father was someone that young.
It was terrible. I moped over you for months, sitting in my room listening to that.
You can't touch me, Summers. I know all your darkest secrets. Care to make a small wager on that?
I'm gonna go get a drink. Ford, try not to talk. Oh,
Hey, I was hoping you'd show.
that's Angel.
Oh no, what the hell's he up to?
There was a cat. A cat here. And, then there was another cat. And they fought. The cats. And then they left.
She could have come up with
Oh.
something a little better than that.
I thought you were just slaying a vampire.
What? Wedding a what?
I know, Buffy. You don't have to lie. I've been trying to figure out the right time to tell you. I know you're the Slayer.
Just like that, he told you?
Just like that. Said he found out right before I got booted from Henry.
Wow. It's neat. Is it neat?
Yeah, I guess it is. I don't have to constantly worry.
Angel, if I say something you really don't want to hear, do you promise not to bite me?
You gonna tell me that I'm jealous?
Well, you do sometimes get that way.
You know,
I think
never
he is
used
a
to.
bit jealous.
Things used to be pretty simple. 100 years, just hanging out, feeling guilty. I really honed my brooding skills.
Calendar and I going somewhere tonight, and she's given me the number of her beeper thingy in case you need me for study help suddenly.
He knows, Giles.
What?
Ford knows I'm the Slayer.
I know.
Oh, very good. Yes. Buffy, excuse me. You are not by any chance betraying your secret identity just to impress.
Must be the weather. Stay close to me.
You guys are newbies, I can tell.
Oh, no, we come here all the time.
Don't be ashamed. It's cool that you're open to it. We welcome anyone who's interested in the lonely ones.
The lonely one?
Wow,
Vampires.
that's quite
Oh,
nice.
we usually call them the nasty, pointy, bitey
Costumes.
ones.
So many people have that misconception, but they who walk with the night are not interested in harming anyone. They are creatures above us, exalted.
You're a fool.
She is, really.
You don't have to be so confrontational about it. Other viewpoints than yours may be valid, you know.
Everybody's got their own
Nice meeting
viewpoint, but
You really are a people person.
Oh, nobody's gonna talk to us.
I've seen enough. I've seen this type before. I mean, they're children making up bedtime stories of friendly vampires that comfort themselves in the dark.
Is that so bad?
These people don't know anything about vampires. What they are, how they live, how they dress.
oh, that's good. That's classic.
You know, I love a good diatribe, but I'm still curious
Love
why
that.
Ford, the bestest friend of the Slayer, is hanging with a bunch of vampire wannabes.
Something's up with him. You're right about that.
Are you okay?
So I'm assuming animals can't be turned.
Well, Pop, if you don't sing.
You, meet anyone? Anyone interesting? Like Angel?
Angel.
Yeah. Useful. So, how did you find me?
That doesn't matter. I've got something to offer you. I'm pretty sure this is the part where you take out a watch and say, I've got 30 seconds to convince you not to kill me.
Oh,
It's
God.
traditional.
Well, I don't go much for tradition.
Quiet, love.
He certainly is an idiot.
Oh, come on. Say it. It's no fun if you don't say it.
What? Oh. You've got 30 seconds to convince me not to kill you.
Yes! See, this is the best. I want to be like you. A vampire.
I've known you for 2 minutes and I can't stand you. I don't really feature you living forever. Can I eat him now, love?
We'll feature this. I'm offering you a trade. You make me a vampire. And I'll give...
Maybe I'm the one who should decide.
That's a fair point.
I did a lot of unconscionable things when I became a vampire.
Yeah, but they're not the same
Drusilla
person.
was the worst.
You know, he's the
She
human.
was an obsession of mine. She was pure.
Angel is in your bedroom?
Ours is a forbidden love.
And I think Willow is is
That's
just
right.
an
Is everything
absolute
ready?
brilliant
Of course.
character.
It's ready. Hi, I took care of it. I always take care of it.
Is it time? Tonight?
You nervous?
Yes. No, I'm ready for the change. Do you really think they'll bless us?
I know they will.
I'm not
What about your friends?
sure.
Are they coming?
What are you talking about?
Your friends, they came last night. 2 guys and a girl.
One was me.
Why didn't you tell me about this?
I have to do everything around here. Sorry, Mr. Flawless.
What's supposed to happen tonight?
This is so cool. This is just like it played in my head. You know the part where you asked me what's supposed to happen? It's already happening. Rigged up special. Once it's closed, it can only be opened from the outside. As soon as the sun sets, they'll be coming.
Ford, if these people are still around when they get here.
Will be changed.
Spread out. 2 men on the door. First priority is the Slayer. Everything else is fair game. But let's remember to share.
People, are you sure you're up for this?
I want a treat. I need a treat.
And this.
I don't have a choice.
You have a choice. You don't have a good choice, but you have
No,
a
it
choice.
doesn't.
You're opting for mass murder here, and nothing you say is gonna make that okay.
You think I need to justify myself to you?
I think this is all part of your little fantasy drama. Isn't this exactly how you imagined it? You tell me how you've suffered, and I feel sorry for you.
You know. These people just don't know what they're doing.
Take them all. Save the Slayer for me.
Nice one. Well, hopefully now they realize that
Down the
the
stairs.
fantasy they're living isn't real. This is real.
Where's the doorknob?
Yes. But vampires are strong, so assumably they'll get out.
You guys are just in time.
Are there vampires?
They're contained. They'll get out eventually, though. We should probably go. I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
You didn't say anything.
It'd be simpler if I could just hate him. I think he wanted me to. I think it made it easier for him to be the villain of the piece. Really, he was just scared.
We always defeat them and save the day. No one ever dies, and everybody lives happily ever after.
That's a lovely story.
Liar.
Pity it's not true. Okay, so that was season 2, episode 7, Lie to Me. An okay episode. Not outstanding, but I'm gonna give it a high 7, low 8. You know, obviously there have been quite episodes that haven't been as good as that one, but I'm trying to think what is it like? What justifies it as an 8? I guess a bit of the emotional challenge to the episode as well, you know, deciding what is right, what is wrong, you know, what are you willing to do if you were heading for a slow and painful death, you know? Could you do that? Could you sacrifice people to maybe save yourself? Make things easier? I don't know, it had a lot of moral sort of questions to it there. You know, and I think it's easy to say that, no, I'd never do anything like that, even if I was in his position. But to be frankly honest, I don't know what anyone would do until they're actually put in that position. I think we'd all like to say that we'd have the moral high ground and we'd do the right thing and we'd accept death just as it is. But yeah, I can understand both points of view, and it does sort of bring up that level of morality and where do you draw the line? When do you sit down and take it? When do you ask someone to maybe take your life for you if you're in so much pain and suffering? It brings up a number of questions, but I'm gonna stick with an 8 on that. But let's just break it down anyway. Okay, we start off here. This was a cool scene, the way Drusilla was talking to this kid, basically saying, "Oh, what's your mum gonna think when they find your dead body?" Here we have Angel protecting the kid and talking to Drusilla. Buffy finds them talking to each other, and I'm guessing she suspects that Angel is, you know, seeing her. Then we start off here, Buffy talking to Giles about, I think, what were they talking about? They were talking about very much taking some time off, I believe, because Giles is going out on a day, or was that later? Here we have them in some sort of class. We have them talking to each other, and we are then introduced to this new kid, who apparently was a friend of Buffy's back in LA. I don't know if he was in the movie or not, because I ain't seen the movie. So basically they end up going to the Bronze, talking about it. Basically Xander having that bit of jealousy again, which, as you all are aware, really ticks me off. Here we sort of have Angel lying to Buffy about what he did the previous night. Angel's introduced to this new kid, and you can see a bit of jealousy there. Here we have Buffy saying that she forgot her bag, you know, and sends him to get back so she can deal with a vampire. We then find out this kid knows that Buffy is a vampire. Here we have at this sort of club where they're vampire wannabes, I guess, for lack of a better term. I think that's pretty accurate. Vampire wannabes. And they're talking about, you know, how to get Buffy. Here we have Willow in her room. Angel comes and visits Willow, asking her to investigate the new kid on the block. And Willow's a bit like, "Oh, if you won't bite me if I say something you don't like." Angel, you know, saying that, yes, I am jealous. It never used to be like this. It used to be a lot simpler. Here we find out that the school has no records of him being transferred. Willow here is, you know, all acting hyperactive just to get out of the area so she doesn't have to lie to Buffy. Giles is basically thinking, oh, Buffy's told him because, you know, she's trying to impress him, but obviously she then sets Giles in his place and says, oh, he was the one that came up to me. Here we have two vampires at the school. Buffy kills one, and then he says he killed the other one. Here we have Angel, Xander, and Willow sort of working together to investigate. Really cool duo, I think. We have them sort of looking at this vampire place, Angel calling them a fool, basically. I like the fact that we have a scene here with Angel, and there's one of the angels Angel is saying, oh, these people don't even know how vampires dress. And then there's one of them that's dressed exactly like Angel. That's pretty funny. Here we find out that the IT teacher basically took Giles to monster truck. You know, I've never been to a monster truck thing in my entire life, ever. Yeah, I know they are here occasionally, here in Adelaide. They do make occasional appearances, but yeah, I've never been to one. Just doesn't really take my fancy. It's not the sort of thing that I'm into. Okay, so then we have Drusilla and Spike, very much just planning a way to obviously kill Buffy, or the Slayer. We have this new kid on the block come and sort of be a bit of a bit odd in this case, you know, saying, oh, you got to tell me I have 30 seconds to live, and that sort of thing. Here we have him say that basically he'll give them the Slayer if they turn him into a vampire. Buffy then finds out that Willow, Xander, and Angel have been investigating him, and I think she feels a little bit betrayed there, which is understandable. Then we find out who Drusilla sort of is, that she was one of Angel's obsessions, and that he drove her mad and then changed her into a vampire, which is pretty dark. Now, here we have Buffy meeting him again, saying, oh yeah, do you want to go out again tonight? And she says yes, obviously trying to find out the truth. Here we find Buffy sort of quite pissed at Willow and Xander that, you know, they didn't tell her, that they lied to her. Buffy then comes down to this dungeon vampire fan place, and they keep her basically here, this prison, literally a dungeon. She can't get out. We then find that Buffy tries to convince them that, you know, they're going to die, that they're not going to become immortal, they're just going to die, and then Buffy takes a shot at his suit, which looks really ridiculous. Here we have Spike and the gang sort of getting ready to head off and saying that they're all gonna die, just eat them. Here we find out that, I forget his name, that he obviously has some sort of brain tumor, and that in 6 months' time he's just gonna die, and that's why he's doing this. And it's, yeah, I don't know. Everyone will have their own opinion of what he's doing, but I think it's wrong. You know, and I understand why he's doing it, but it doesn't make it right. Buffy obviously says she feels sorry for him, and if the vampires get in here and start killing, she'll kill him herself. Here we have the vampires starting to feed. Buffy grabs Drusilla and threatens to kill her unless everyone is let go, so Spike lets everyone go and then closes the door behind them, which keeps the vampires in there temporarily. He wants to be changed. Then Buffy comes back and he's dead, and then goes to the cemetery. I believe he is turned into a vampire, because here at the end, I think that's him that she kills. But I could be wrong. You guys might be able to correct me on that. Okay, so that was breakdown of Buffy the Vampire Slayer Lie to Me. Yeah, I'm sticking with an 8. Number of good moments in there, but not the strongest story, but certainly it was okay. It was better than average. If you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to give it a like, comment, and subscribe. Full reactions are available on Patreon, listed in the description below, as well as my social media accounts, Twitter and Facebook. And I will see you next time. Bye.